Hi everyone, for our final project in this class, I'll be doing Spanish-influenced English. SIEs primarily found in areas of the U.S. with Hispanic immigrants, such as states close to the U.S.-Mexican border like California and Texas, and can also be found in southern Florida or in some major northeastern cities such as New York. Historically, the largest waves of Hispanic immigration occurred between the 1940s and the 1970s due to the U.S. government giving labor contracts to Mexican citizens, and this influence is still around today as a result of the language, culture, and media in these areas. The Spanish language does not have the phoneme for the untensed I sound, so as a result, when pronouncing words such as live, give, or rich, they're often pronounced with the tensed I sound rather than the untensed I. For example, it sounds more like leave, give, or reach. In English, ch and sh are two different phonemes, but in Spanish they're often interchangeable. For example, in SIE, the word share may be pronounced as chair, and the word match may be pronounced as mash. In English, S and Z are different phonemes, but in Spanish, both phonemes are pronounced as the S sound. So, for example, in SIE, the word zip may be pronounced as sip. The word prize may be pronounced as price. Finally, in the Spanish language, they don't have a phoneme for the sound. This means that words such as the, them, or this are often pronounced with a D sound, such as duh, dem, or dis when speaking in SIE. There are many contrasts between SIE and mainstream American English. For example, the Spanish language has a far more limited range of vowels. The English language has 19 vowel phonemes, but there are only 5 vowel phonemes in the Spanish language. Because of this, untensed vowels in English words are often substituted with tense vowels when using SIE. Additionally, there are 15 phonemes that occur both in English and Spanish. However, there are 5 phonemes in the Spanish language that are not present in the English language, and there are 9 phonemes in the English language not present in the Spanish language. As a result, there are several consonants that are pronounced differently when using SIE or when speaking in Spanish, as opposed to in mainstream American English. There are several differences in the phonotactic features between the two. In the English language, syllabic stress in a word is often shown with a longer duration. For example, in the word stayed, the first syllable stay has a longer duration when pronounced than the second syllable ed does. Spanish differs in this in that it is a syllabic language, meaning that while certain syllables in Spanish words may be accented or stressed, each syllable is given the same duration. Another huge difference between the phonotactic features of the two is that Spanish and English differ greatly from each other when it comes to their consonant clusters. For example, while many English words end in consonant clusters, i.e. sketch, scrunch, jumps, 60, Spanish words never end in a consonant cluster, and in fact often end with a vowel. Further, although several English words are led by consonant clusters that start with S, such as school, strong, stretch, sprint, or scream, S-led consonant clusters cannot be the onset of a word in Spanish. Because of this, when speaking in SIE, speakers often add an S sound before the consonant cluster. For example, they may say a school or a stretch.